For the intro. Hello everyone, I'm Arif and we have the Galaxy Z Fold 4 here. This is easily the biggest financial gamble I took earlier this year. I had this phone for about a month as my daily driver before I passed it to my mother as a primary device. So I had the 12 gigs RAM to 56 GB storage and it completely changed how I viewed smartphones. But if you're buying like a 3 to 4 year old foldable today in 2026, it's like a massive risk because of all the technical advances that we made within these days. But if you're eyeing for a used Z Fold 4, this is the right video for you. So let's talk build here. The phone is an absolute tank. It's a 263-gram brick of glass and metal. It feels premium from top to down. It is thick as two normal phones stacked together, and the hinge, it felt amazing at first. But because of all those moving parts, it's like a dust magnet. But after a while, it will begin to stop opening perfectly flat, like get stuck at like 178 degrees. It sounds kind of minor, but it drove me crazy with my Z Fold 2, which I had earlier. So with no official dust resistance and taking this $2,000 phone near any beach, it felt like playing Russian roulette, to be honest. Flipping to the display, the 6.2-inch outer screen is finally wide enough to type on. I used it for 70% of my tasks, but if you open it up, here's the magic. The 7.6-inch inner display, it's a masterpiece. However, there's a dark cloud over that inner screen, which is the in-display camera. And I saw in Reddit there are like full of users panicking about the factory screen protector. It kind of peels down the middle around the 8-month mark. It sounds like cracking glass every time people open it. So you have a choice to either peel it off yourself, which you risk destroying the ultra thin glass, or you have to pay Samsung. That anxiety is exhausting. But honestly, till now I haven't experienced any such thing with my model. Please do note that I use a case for my phone. Where the Fold 4 destroys the competition is performance. The Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 and paired with like 12 gigs of RAM, this is a multitasking monster. The desktop like taskbar, it changes everything with this update. YouTube on top, WhatsApp on the bottom, Chrome on the right, no stutters, no dropped frames. 12 gigs of RAM means apps just stay open in the background forever. Speaking of performance, this is like an emulation and mobile gaming powerhouse. The stereo speakers, some of the loudest and most immersive on any phone. Let's talk storage and cameras here. The 256 GB fills up fast when you have a tablet-sized screen for games and movies, especially with no SD card slot. For cameras, there is the 50 megapixel main sensor, which takes punchy flagship quality photos in daylight, but the 4 megapixel under-display selfie camera on the inner screen, it kind of looks like a webcam from 2005. Seriously, just use the cover screen or the main cameras for selfies, to be honest. Battery life is a final compromise over here. The 4400 mAh battery gets you through a day if you stick to the outer screen, but if you push that massive inner display, it starts free falling. If you buy a used one in 2026, it means you're buying a degraded battery, so you have to bring a power bank. So what's the verdict? The Z Fold 4 is a multitasking beast, but you are buying a ticking time bomb. The degrading hinge, the peeling screen protector, and the aging battery, it makes it a huge gamble unless you find an absolute steal with the original screen in perfect condition or a replaced screen. you can proceed with extreme caution. If you want some flagship power without the folding anxiety, you can check out the S21 Ultra. That's about it from mine. If you do have any further questions, please leave a comment below. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much. Bye bye.